Hello everyone and welcome back to our good old Metroid Dread walkthrough. Here we are, headed on over to Kataris, something like that, whatever you want to call it. Swiping some enemies out of our way, sniping some enemies out of our way, all that kind of fun stuff. And yeah, so we finally have this nice spider ability, and we got ourselves the Phantom Cloak, a thing only useful ever against the enemies, used in no other situation, does nothing at all against bosses or anybody, is completely useless except to deal with the enemies. So yeah, that's just great and dandy and all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah. Anyway, all these high heat rooms we can't really go in so far because we do not have enough energy tanks to do so. Also, I've heard that you can get the amiibos for this or the amiibo cards for this game, and you could get an extra energy tank off of one of them. The other ones are about like an extra missile tank or extra refills, and that seems like just, ugh, that's not even worth your time. But an extra E-tank, does that mean it would add up to 13, or does that mean you just can't, like the last one doesn't do anything? I suspect the last one doesn't do anything. It'd be weird if there was just like a 13th energy tank you could tack on there. I don't know. That sounds like it would be kind of useful. Maybe it could have some applications. I'm not sure. Then again, maybe it's not. Anyway, there's high heat this way. Not immediately through that door, but there's nothing to do in that direction, so not really a point in going there, you know? Yep. Anyway, so we're now in Kataris, the energy source of the entire planet. So what I am curious about when it comes to this place, a little bit at least, besides the inhabitants here, I am a little curious about how this area is on the global map, slightly higher up than Artaria there, or Artaria, however that's pronounced. I do not know the pronunciations in this game. Do not know. Ugh, what are you doing? Oh, gotcha. As I said, easy, free energy majiggers right there. That missile expansion we will not be grabbing for quite a long time, I believe. Anyway, but I think the max you can come into Kataris with is 27 missiles. I believe that's the case. I don't think you can do any better, but you're welcome to show me how I am wrong. Anyway, here we are, so we're diving on in. Yep. Okay. See how that's going. So we've officially gotten into Cataris here. Adam's like, hey, or rather, spoiler alert, Ravenbeak is all like, hey, you guys just like use the Phantom Cloak and whatnot. They're attempting to mirror what was done in Metroid Fusion on this front, but in this case it kind of fails, flat out, just fails, um, and that's unfortunate, but it's just a fine reality. This is not as scary as, say, Metroid Fusion ever was, particularly with not having Kenji Yamamoto do the sound design, at least to my knowledge. Because he was amazing at doing his work on Fusion and Super Metroid, and of course his best work in the Prime series, in my honest opinion, for the remix of Magmore Caverns and whatnot. Some really good theme stuff there. So, Anyway, there's a good spot to refill your energy if you so need to. That's the spot you could go through in order to get up to the, whatever, Majigger, over to the missile expansion, if we had a Morph Ball, but we do not have a Morph Ball as of yet. Yeah, that's right, everybody. Samus has no Morph Ball. If these guys are giving you any trouble, then just shoot them from down here, because they can bug some peoples. We're actually going to have a boss fight in here later against the Experiment, FYI, so that'll be a fun one. Hopefully I get the Shine Spark, because the Shine Spark can instant KO Phase 2 on him. Anyway, as I said, pretty much every enemy will do the swipe thing in the Jigger, They'll do the, I'm gonna come at you, you gotta, melee combat me back, man, Almost every enemy will do that, and while you don't actually have to respond, you kind of do to avoid damage and to, just deal with the enemies in a reasonable fashion. It actually becomes quite kind of fun after a certain amount of time when you get used to the melee combat timing. But when you're not used to it, it's kind of just an annoyance. And you're like, oh man, I was so close to getting this timing. I actually messed it up on one of the bosses yesterday when I was doing my 100% walkthrough, and I'm like, oh, how did that happen? See, like that, These guys can be tough to read on their timing. Well, not really tough to read, they're just fast. Anyway, everything else is high heat around here, so you can't really go anywhere else. You gotta follow the linear path and all that, which I definitely do not mind, because Metroid Fusion was my favorite 2D Metroid game. I'm not sure where Dread now stands. I hate this enemy. I hate this guy, you know? This is like my least favorite enemy. And you may say it's like the spiky things in Sector 3 or whatever you want to call it, Berenia or wherever, that are more annoying. No, these guys are the most annoying enemies to me. Them and their fire shooting and whatnot, it's just, ugh, it's irritating. Anyway, you can see the high heat through here, which is kind of useful information, you know? Anyway, you can just wall jump up to this first Emmy room. And in we go. We are now going to be battling an Emmy. Well, we're not going to be battling it. We're more going to be running away from it and hiding from it. As you can now see in this nice little cutscene. Which I thought I was going to skip cutscenes, but I guess I like this one, huh? Yeah. Okay, there's the Emmy. And now it's walking away. Okay. See you later, Emmy bro. This one is the Morph Ball Emmy, who is going to give us the Morph Ball. Shocking, right? Man. Yeah, it's going to be a while before we get the Morph Ball, which is a little deceptive and kind of a tease to fans, I guess, but still. Anyway, this section is supposed to teach you about stealth and hiding from the Emmy. So let's at least humor them and see if we can do that. Oh, got spotted. Ugh, missed. Ugh, missed again. Dang it. The timing on that one's tough. Okay, but when you respawn here, the Emmy doesn't always appear in quite the same location. The first room will always be empty once again, but the second room is not always empty. I thought I was better at these Emmy rooms by now. Guess I'm not. Okay, here's the Emmy again. But we're going to leap over him cautiously this time. Ah! Nope, timing's off. Ugh, man, I did get the counter that time, but it didn't register, so I guess I didn't quite get it, huh? What I really need is the flash, you know, shift or whatever already, because that does this situation a lot more justice. I don't know why I'm messing up this one Emmy room. It's not even that hard. You just have to get over the first Emmy, and then you're pretty much home free, you know? So let's just do that. Okay, there we go. As I was saying, you know, just get over the first Emmy. Yep, run through here. Easy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's go on upwards here. Upwards and onwards and upwards and onwards. And up over here. And this is not just a giant circle, right? I'm not deceiving myself. I'm going the right direction. There we go. Okay. Yeah, sometimes you figure, you know, you must be going the wrong direction in those Emmy rooms because you get confused about the direction. You're like, what's going on? Where am I going? Am I sure I'm going the right way? Etc., etc. Anyway, we're going to grab a quick save over here in just a second. We don't need to be over there quite yet, I don't think. Anyway, I'll point out why we don't need to be there in the next video. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time with the next video. Hopefully you're enjoying the commentary on Dread and Samus's awesome dance moves in this game. Oh yeah, okay, I'll see you guys next time with the next video. So, stay tuned, and I'll see you all later.